No, I'm thinking that I'm going to have to get back on speaking, getting as many joint ventures I can get to speak to other people's audiences.
My comment on all of this expense here is that unless you get in the guts of what the heck they're doing for you, it's going to be very, very difficult for you. You're going to be very disappointed with these folks.
Yeah, which two of them I had.
How long is it going to take? So you're basically saying, okay, I'm going to hire these people. They're going to build out my funnel, my machine, and it's going to run my e-commerce. How long is that? What's your timeline on that?
In January, I should be up running completely.
So they're going to do it in 10 days.
The program should be set. My 8 modules are almost ready because I'm writing it. They're just waiting to put everything up on the website.
Your funnels.
Yeah.
Your funnels for the upsells.
Yeah.
Okay. It's 10 days away. So it's all going to be ready in 10 days.
No, it's not going to be ready in 10 days because I'm here and he's on holiday. I'm on holiday. I mean, I'm here. It's when we come back in January. January is a crunch month. We open in February.
Okay, so February. Yeah, so it's going to be like 40 days from now.
So your 10K a month starts, let's say, January 1st.
Yeah.
How much runway have you got? Can you pay that 10K now?
Only if I get a loan and that's small business.
So you can't essentially do anything until you've got that loan.
Yeah.
So how long does that loan take?
The loan process should take with my credit union about 2 weeks most.
Okay, so you need to have done that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, when I get back 2 weeks, so it will be there for me.
What makes you think? Why are you confident that they're going to give you money for an e-commerce business without any sales funnels in place or any market research, any data, anything like that?
Well, they gave it to me before.
So you have a prior relationship with the people. And
they gave me 10,000 before. No, not very many questions asked.
But you're asking for 10 times that now?
Well, yeah, they're going to ask more questions.
What did they give you the money before for this?
Well, they gave me the money to go to New York for the media tour that I did, the 52 media outlets that I met face to face.
Okay, so they gave you 10K, and then on that 10K you lost 8 of it because you have 2,000 in revenue. Is that right?
I lost 8.
Well, you said they gave you 10K and you have 2,000 revenue to show for it so far.
No, I don't have any revenue. I have 0 revenue.
Okay, so they gave you 10,000.
Yeah.
And it's gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you currently owe 30 grand. You're going for 100, so you really only have a net 70 that you're going to work with. You'll be spending 10 grand a month, so your business needs to generate about 20 grand a month to pay all that plus the taxes. So you talked about your immediate path to at least covering that.
Yeah, get 10 coaching clients ASAP.
I mean, what can you do to do that right now if you have to do it today, for example?
Well, I do Facebook marketing. I'll get my Facebook guy to pull the people who would want that TED talk.
What I can't understand is you've done all these talks and you've done all this stuff, but you seem to have 0 client list and 0 sales
and 0 data.
£30,000 on the
That's what I was
thinking.
Like with her Facebook expert in those marketing agency, those expenses, get them to work on successfully.
Yeah.
Why aren't you?
Let me stop a second before I forget. Before we meet again, which is after lunch, after Rose, after you get done chopping her up on her 2 deals, go into do bills, hotel. That'll take you through lunch. Okay, now 2 things. Two to do. And Fiddler on the Roof has heard this, part of this, and Bill has heard part of this because they aspire to be net scum, at least interimly net scum, meaning people that derive income from the internet. My experience, and Sally and I date back to '99, at the beginning of net scum, is that, especially now, even though I don't believe in virtual offices, virtual CFOs and that kind of thing, I do believe unless you have your team is willing to put their sweat skin in the game by offering all these services she needs for equity. The only viable way to do it is hire them in the Philippines, hire them in Belarus, hire them in Vietnam, hire them wherever the fuck, as long as they can speak English. Because that let's see, PR 500 a month. I'm talking about Manila prices. 500 a month instead of 2,500 a month. Virtual assistant, 400 a month. Proofreaders, 700 to 10,000, 1,000 a month. Crew taking, speaking on. The camera crew is different. Although my camera crew is from the Philippines, but they're my permanent employees. But I mean, I'm not going to address that because, but you should be able to, depending on where you're speaking. And if you're speaking in front of groups and you're having them lend their group to you to sell to, they ought to film it. They ought to film it.
Yeah.
So actually,
Which is what I got this time.
okay.
He's still editing it.
What you need is, as far as I can tell, if you got 10 grand, you can be alive for 3 or 4 months, based on what I just said.
She'll be able, her business will be alive.
Yeah, for 3 or 4 months. And if it doesn't turn in 3 or 4 months,
Scrap it. No, just scrap it.
no, your intuition was correct. It's like when I tell people, we had, and again, I just did a pod with one of the leading net scummers who I trained, and who makes millions a month, millions. And when we were sharing information, when they come up with a new idea, and I taught him this, a new idea. Bill's got a new idea for Red Zone, okay? And I asked the audience, well, what do you think the initial budget would be to test the idea, to test impressions, traffic impressions, and forget sales, okay? And I heard all these numbers, and then $500.
Right.
That's it. If the motherfucker doesn't ink a revenue sale in $500 of testing, that's 320 pounds. Next.
Or free in some cases.
Yeah. Next. That's it. At the very most, these are the big guys. If they really fall in love with an idea, like we all do, right? $1,000. I mean, they're dreaming about it. It's sucking their joint at night in their wet dreams. $1,000. And if it doesn't, then forget it. The great thing about the internet is the information and the results are instantaneous. It's like when we put in an ad for an employee here at the council about a year ago. And now the North Sea is shutting down. Aberdeen is a ghost town again, etc. Within 30 minutes of the post on the internet, we had 240 applicants from no education to PhDs for a hourly minimum wage job here. Hourly minimum wage. By the end of the week, we had to it crashed our site. That are motivated people, and the oversupply, one job, and there's 70, 80, 90, 100,000 people out of work in Aberdeen. And but the internet does that. So it either works or it doesn't work.
So in terms of getting immediate revenue for roads, based on your experience, is it a subscription model? Is it, we were saying, going straight to one-to-one coaching to get those first people through?
Well, the quickest revenue, now subscription model takes time to build up. I mean, look at London QLA Rose. But he went from a free model, to go from free to asking for money.
Yeah.
The girl's your girlfriend for 10 years, and now she wants money to fuck her. I mean, what? Or either way, I mean, how do you justify it?
Yeah.
Okay, so, but convincing people, and the challenge is with a subscription model, you have to forever be renewing your content. Because even when they're paying and they're on a 6-month deal or a 12-month deal or whatever, they always looking someplace else. Well, I'm paying $8 a month or $1 a month or $500 a month, and this guy is getting more for less. So to get her, because she's a very effective speaker, and I've only heard her speak on Zoom call. She was impassioned, for those of you that were on the Zoom call that remember, because she's in, love's not the right word. She has passion for passing on to another generation, so to speak, what she's been through, so it doesn't happen to them, kind of thing. I don't know if those are the right words. I'm putting words in your mouth, but that's essentially
empowering people.
Yeah, empowering.
No matter what.
I don't like because all the fake gurus use that fucking shit, empower.
I know. But it's no matter.
You know what I used to tell the girls? Empower me right there. Show me right there, and if we get past that, then we'll go to the next step. But if you can't. Okay, but see, people don't talk like that, even though you think it.
Yeah.
Every red-blooded male human being thinks about that, or has thought about it. They all. But as Fidel Vargas, my double Harvard graduate, said, Dan says stuff we only dare to think. Okay, but I go one step. I do. Because I came up in a generation where a lot of the stuff you guys worry about, my generation never even thought about. So, her best asset is her ability to speak. Now, I haven't seen her in front of a group. Is your TED Talk out?
It's almost, they're going to put it up, but it's on the Wilmington site. And
what does that mean?
It's on TED.
Wilmington is not down by Harvard?
No, Wilmington, Delaware. So they have it on their site.
Delaware? You didn't speak in Delaware?
I spoke in Delaware.
Oh, you went to Delaware?
Yes, I had to fly. It was a 6-month process. But the point is I had a standing ovation. There was no dry tear. I spoke at
okay, we know that. Yeah. So when's it go up? When's it go up?
It's already out. I just saw it last night.
Okay, well, give her the benefit of the doubt.
Maybe play it.
Okay, then that. Although it hasn't worked out for, I don't believe it as well as Brian thought it would for him on TED Talk.
Yeah, it may not for me because it's a sensitive subject.
No. If you get it in front of the right eyes, eyeballs, you get enough eyeballs on it, then it'll work. The challenge is how do you get it in front of the enough eyeballs? And I don't believe in target. In the beginning, shotgun. Because you don't know what your market is. Whenever I thought my market was this, I wound up being this. So, but when you start just shotgunning, you'll find out, I didn't know we had interest in this. I didn't know we had interest here. It's like I would have never thought that people in Poland would be interested in what I had to say, but they were. And I would have thought more people in other countries would have had interest, but they haven't. So, and the way you find out is you shotgun to begin with, and then you hone down your market.
And the sniper.
You tighten your funnel. Is that her? I know that black bitch. Wait, I know that black. Wait,
that is, yeah.
And the woman looks just like you.
Rosemena?
Yes.
And then TED Wilmington, Delaware.
Yeah.
TEDx Wilmington, Delaware.
Yeah.
That's Facebook.
Who is that bitch? Look at that. Okay.
Click on it, the grades.
Dan, I have a question for you when you're done.
Those are grid locks.
The picture.
This one here?
Yeah. I don't know what I was doing.
Don't be making excuses.
Because It's just,
Looks like an African woman to me.
yeah, it's me.
Just a clean haircut.
It's just when I have my braids on.
Okay. Anyway, so since that's your strongest suit, then now who represents you for speaking?
I don't have a person representing me.
Okay, well you should go
That
to.
was 2,400 to get me on Oprah and all these places.
What do you mean 2,400? What does that mean?
2,000. This guy that I have here, he wants 25 to get me.
Just 20 grand a month?
Yeah, and to get me everywhere. He's got.
Okay, no. What you do is, I'll pay you.
Equity.
No. These
right
guys
here
are
through
poor.
this channel.
He's beyond equity. I'll pay you. You figure it out. No, how much just to get me on Oprah? Nobody else. Like one of the ones I want to be on is
Dr. Phil?
the shock jock, the guy on radio.
Howard Stern?
Stern, yeah. He's afraid of me. Most of the guys are afraid of me. So but anyway, how much? 50 grand, 100 grand for the shock jock? 500 grand? You name it. And well, no, it's not that. Of course, it's that easy. Just you tell me, and I'm not. The black chick with no money. Just tell me how much, and I'll write you a check. I don't really write checks, but I'll make sure the money gets to you. I haven't written a check in 40 years, probably. But you find out. Remember the 5 people I told you? Who are the 5 I told you the last time you were here? The 5 black people.
Yeah,
And unfortunately, because the world is racist both ways.
Yes, you said.
Who are the 5 black people?
You said Oprah.
Yep.
You said that guy.
Used to be.
Sharpton.
No. Yeah, it used to be Bill Cosby, but it isn't anymore. Bill's.
Sharpton. That guy Sharpton who always goes.
Al Sharpton.
Yeah, Sharpton.
Al Sharpton.
Jesse Jackson.
Jesse Jackson. Yes. And then you also. I said Maxine Waters, but you.
No, Maxine. No, forget her.
There was this other man.
There's a woman that comes on Oprah all the time.
How about Steve Harvey?
Steve
Steve Harvey. Yeah. He just had a sexual harassment deal day before yesterday.
They all do.
God.
I mean, I'm telling YouTube
Here's
now.
my point.
I mean, I'm going to go on CNN for all the women that kissed me on the cheek over the last 47 years that I didn't want to be kissed on the cheek.
Okay.
When I'm taking pictures at the movie with a 200, it's hard to smile 200 times. I took 200. Were you at the movie? No. Okay, 200 times I'm smiling. 2 women grabbed my butt when I'm taking the picture. And Sally saw one of them.
What she did?
She didn't do anything. She just laughed. Now I should have made a big scene. The other guys go, God, did you see that woman, that good-looking woman grab Dad's ass?
50 million.
Yeah.
Dan, have you found a big traffic increase from when you go on podcasts or no?
No.
To your website?
No. Joe Rogan, yes.
Yeah, but other than that?
No.
Okay.
So I should get on Joe Rogan? Is that what you're saying?
What were they?
I've never seen Joe interview a woman. Now that I think about
Yeah,
it.
he has Rhonda Patrick on. He's got the nutritionist on.
Okay, I never
She
saw
comes
her.
on, but I think he's got some comments.
Wasn't
that
that
come
just
on.
coming?
Oh, no, not Katrina. Katrina is the wife of
Chrissy
Serge
Segura.
Segura.
Yeah.
I was on their podcast.
Yeah, no, I saw that one.
Yeah. No. If you can get on Joe's.
So what kind of numbers did you see, like, compared to his audience? You know?
Oh, well, when I was on Joe, I had like 250,000 views on YouTube within like 3 or 4 days.
And then do you know how many of those translated to website traffic, to visits?
I had big, my website traffic went from 1,000 a day to 10,000 a day for a few days, and then it tapered off. But I mean, our website traffic now is probably 3 times what it was, or even maybe 5 times what it was before I ever did my first deal with London Real 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, YouTube.